Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Oh So and So. So I've got something special for you today. So it's called a road trip. I am so excited. So I hope you stay tuned to see today's special guest. Okay, we're at our destination. Does this look familiar? Love it. I love the clay pots. And look, she has a collection of bird's nest. I love bird's nest too. Alrighty. Are you ready to find out whose house this is? Bridget's Primitive Passion.
Oh in.
All right. Okay, guys, we're in the front door. Everything looks so good. I'll be watching this video again with a piece of paper and a pencil. And these are rye baskets. I think they're so pretty. Look, old pieces of rug. Look how nice. It looks pretty on both sides. I don't know. I've got to ask her some questions because I've always been curious. Look at this. So, I had the hardest time when I redid the house of how to decorate a bathroom.
Oh my goodness, bathrooms are tough.
They are.
Bathrooms are tough. I think they're tough for all of us.
You know, I know you don't have to just put in bathroom stuff.
No, I don't. I use, it doesn't have to be bathroom sort of thing. I guess I start, if you can get you a good shower curtain that's kind of got the look, a check or a coverlet, whatever. Yeah. Then you can start adding your things into to mix with it. That
mix
look
with
good.
It.
Yeah, and I've got, I think I've got brooms. I've got brushes, those old brushes in my bathroom. Yeah. I mean, probably nothing that I have in my bathroom is really bathroom related.
Bathroom related.
Yeah.
Well, let's go look.
Yeah, well,
can we go see?
Yeah. To me, the worst room in the house to decorate my bathroom. But I'll show it to you.
Well, that was the hardest thing for me.
Yeah. I mean, this little bathroom is very simple. It's
look.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing special.
How nice. Oh, and you've got the candle molds in here.
I do.
And that's what that is?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah. And
I never would have thought to put that in the bathroom, but I love all that together.
And I just started with my black checkered shower curtain and, you know, thought that would kind of make this primitive looking.
Oh, but look.
Now, I actually made this.
Oh, that's pretty.
This was my first hooked rug that I made.
Really?
Whew, I gotta tell you, you rug hookers out there,
a lot of time.
My heart goes out to you.
Oh,
yes.
Wow.
By the time I got done with this thing, I thought my shoulder would fall off. I had one of those little things in my lap that I was doing it with. There's a lot of work that goes in that. And I wouldn't part with it for anything because I love it. But boy, I put the work in to get it. Mama and I both made one.
But look, now, isn't that like this what? Isn't that like one of those pieces of the wall or
It is. It's a piece of trim. Mama and I bought some of these at a salvage place that sold wood and, you know, just a salvage store people go to get stuff. And we just had Greg cut us some pieces and then we added our own little books.
Huh. I love it.
Yeah.
But see, now I had the hard part of the shower curtain.
Oh, shower curtains are I have to make my own.
Oh.
I always make my own.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just made this out of that homespun.
Okay. Do you use a shower liner behind it?
I've got a liner behind it. Yeah.
Okay.
I've got a liner behind it. And then mine's kind of tall, so I had to make my own. It seems like you can never get them long enough.
Now, is this real?
No, it's fancy.
I love that stuff.
Real. Yeah.
It does.
It does.
I want to stop my truck every time I see it on the side of the road.
I did last year. I did. And I think I ended up with all kind of bugs in the house. I was like, I can't do this again.
And look at the cabinet behind the toilet. I love it.
Yeah, I bought that little I think I painted that cabinet myself. Just kind of wanted to make it look old looking.
It's perfect. Yeah, so this definitely gives me a lot of ideas.
Oh, your bathroom is cute as it can be.
Well,
you don't need any ideas. Yours is cute as it can be.
But it's always good to have more ideas.
It is fun. It's fun to see how other people do things.
But look at this. I really like this.
I don't even really know what that thing was.
I don't know, but you've got the
I like
the brushes
those
and those
brushes and any kind of little brush I like.
I love it.
Yeah.
I never would have thought. Now, isn't this kind of brush is what they used to do wallpaper?
Yes, I just love the colors that they were. I just like the way they look. So I said, I'm going with it.
All right, let's go to the next one.
Okay. This shelf at Goodwill. I found that whale-tail shelf, and they call it a whale-tail shelf because of the way it comes down here and looks like a whale.
Okay.
Yeah. So I bought that and brought it home and painted it. And of course in here I've just got some coverlets and my rye baskets. That's my thing. I love those rye baskets.
So what is a rye basket? What is it made out of?
I guess it's just the material that it's made from. I guess it's a rye thing. I don't know. I just know I love them. I'm not really sure, but
they're so
I know that they're, you know, they really go good with our kind of look, that early look. Yeah. But, and then of course I've added one of the crops that I have, and wood. You can't go wrong with wood.
No.
Everything, wood.
Wood.
Lots of wood.
Because sometimes the hallway is kind of hard to come up and decorate with.
It's very hard to decorate a hall. Yeah.
You know. And I'm surprised you haven't figured out a way to cover up.
Oh, trust me, I want to. Because I'll have to hear him. Why you got to cover that up? Now we can't even get to it to turn the air down. Yeah.
Well, you got to cover all that up and the cords and the light switches.
That's right. But my samplers, I hang them all the way down this one wall, a lot of them. What I have left, I've sold most of them. But yeah, most of these are samplers that I've made, and I think, and then there's one here that Mama made for me. Mama made me that one. That's pretty. And this one, Mama made that one. So yeah, I got a thing for samplers. And this one, I do have a little fun story behind this little piece. This is what they call a mammy's bench.
A mammy's bench.
Mammy's bench. It had this little piece here. Whoever sat here rocking would lay their baby right here, and they wouldn't fall out because of this.
Oh, okay. A mammy's bench.
A mammy's bench. We bought this at a yard sale one day. We were out yard selling in a subdivision. I would have never dreamed that I would, you know, come up on this place that had so many antiques. And we got a really good deal on this thing. So that was like probably one of the first things that I got when I started liking this sort of thing. Yeah, so I really love that piece. It's got some little sentimental value behind it.
Yeah.
I've had it so long.
So you basically just never know where you're going to find any of this.
Absolutely not. No. And I mean, I don't, you know, I think we were talking about this earlier. I'm not one of these people that just has money to go out and buy whatever I want. You know, I've got to search for it or try to find something where I can get a deal on it. Or so when you see this stuff, most everything I've got is because I found it for a good deal. Because you know, I don't have the money to go out and buy whatever I want. But let's see here. This is, of course, I know a lot of y'all remember when I bought my cello. I bought that cello at a, I come home with that and Ricky's like, what on earth are you going to do with that thing? So I don't know. I just loved it. I love the way it looked, my old fiddle and my cello.
This is pretty.
And I just hung a couple of capes that I made. You know, I think I did the,
you did a video on that.
How to make those capes. So I kind of like that look with your little powder.
Okay, so I have to touch it, you know.
Oh, I don't care what you touch in this house. You can't hurt nothing in here.
Okay, so.
Now that's actually an old cape.
Is that one an old one?
Estate sale. That was actually an old one. Yeah, but I like my little, this is a, a shot pouch. That's what they call that. They would put their, I guess, the little ammunition, whatever the little things are. They call that a shot pouch, and then there's your powder horn. So I kind of like to mix that stuff in with my.
Now, did they put gunpowder in that horn? No.
I don't know. I think that I don't know. I don't know about I don't really know what they. Oh, didn't they?
Does that be for a sound effect,
yes,
or
the sound,
or does it have a hole at the end?
It does. And a little thing that makes it where you can make the sound.
Okay.
We sound like Dumb and Dumber trying to figure this stuff out, don't we? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, me.
Let's see. What else? This little cabinet here is just another big cabinet I bought at a yard sale up in Springfield. And what I loved about it, the doors were so pretty on it. I ought to keep it closed because the doors have that pretty color
yes.
It's kind of a salmony looking color. But anyway, I just
if we have the doors closed, we can't decorate the inside of it.
Right. I can't fill it up with all my junk. Yeah. So I've just got a little bit of everything in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just all the little things tucked in here and there.
Yeah, my mama made me those little things right there. The little keep a thankful heart. All my little keepsake stuff.
Yes, those treasures forever.
Yeah. And we'll go down to this end of the hall. This is just like a little desk that I hung my shelf over it with some leather books and some books that aren't leather that still look old.
Why can't you take some of the younger ones, you know, the younger books, and make them look old?
I know. See,
why can't you
my
do
mom
that?
and I used to cover them in fabric.
Oh, I love that.
We used to do that, but I'm like you. I wish there was a way you could make them look like the old leather books.
Why? What about that? That wax that you can put over the milk paint.
Oh, that Waverly Antique.
Yes. Why can't you?
I have that. I don't know. That'd be a good thing to try. That's
we'll have to try that.
Give that a try.
Let's everybody try that.
Take a book that doesn't have that old look and see what it does.
I mean,
because that stuff works miracles on things.
It does.
It really does.
I had a print, and it looked so new, and I rubbed that stuff on it, and it toned it down. It was perfect.
And it kind of gives it an oil painting look if you take I love that look. Yeah. Another shelf I've got here with just more of my little powder horns and my wool and all my little favorite things. I love that. Really, what that is. It's my favorite little stuff.
And more samplers.
More samplers. And this is a hutch table. They call this a hutch table because I'm sure, as most of you people know, when you fold this down, it makes a table. And then when you fold it up, it makes a seat. And they just call this a hutch table.
A hutch table.
Yeah. Hutch table. And then it's just a little shelf. I've got my clay pipes. We made most of these little clay pipes.
I was wondering that. I had seen so many of these in different primitive videos. I
think we made these out of that clay called Femo. F-E-M-O? Femo?
Huh. It's not like that Crayola modeling...
Similar.
Something like that.
Yeah, something that we got at Joann's, and then we just aged them.
Huh.
You know, because we like our little clay pipes.
Yeah.
This is just a clock that I had. I bought this at Tennessee Flea, little antique kind of thrift store up in White House, and it was as blue as the sky when I got it. I mean, it was so blue. And I just came home and painted it black and put a different face on it to make it look old. Yeah. I do a whole lot of, what do you call it?
Repurposing.
There you go. Repurposing, making something, yeah. Because I don't necessarily care if it's the oldest antique you can get. If it's got the look and I like it and it makes me happy in my home, yeah.
That's what counts.
I do love the antiques, but you know, you can't always afford to get those really old ones. So I try to get the next best thing and something that looks like it.
Well, you at least have the shape.
Right. It's got the good shape and So I'm happy with it. And then I've got more of my little this is flat. My little hanging stuff. Yeah, most people are like, oh my gosh, what is that stuff? It freaks them out. But
so it's not hair.
No, it's flax. Like I showed you on those, they were spinning on those flax reels until then. Yeah, that's all flax. That is. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah. All right, Susan, let's see. I'm trying to think what I can tell you about in here that I've got. This little table here is what they call a cricket table.
What makes it a cricket
table? It's got 3 legs.
Okay.
And, you know, as far as why they call it a cricket table, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think there used to be some kind of game that they played on.
Oh, okay.
I think, yeah.
Well, you know, I'm still learning on what some of the names are called.
Oh, sure, yeah. Well, I've learned a lot from my mom, a lot from my friend Sherry, and it's taken me a while to, you know, learn what everything is. These are my favorite kind of chairs. These are called banister back chairs, and this one has the arms that slant down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
I never noticed.
My favorite, and they're just what they do. There's a spindle back here. They're flat on the front side where you would set and lean back against it. They're flat, and then they've got the curve on the back.
Okay.
Like you can see, this one's the same way. It's curved on the back side. Looks like they almost split
a split one. Yeah.
I can't say that. Split a spindle in half.
Yeah. Say that 3 times fast.
That's a tongue twister. Yeah, but I have to say that they're my favorite.
Is that your favorite thing in the house?
Banister back chairs are my favorite. Yeah, I love them. And I like these dome top boxes. Love these. Anytime you can find these old dome top boxes, I like those. And a lot of times you'll see that they have taken little brass tags and put their initials. They'll have their initials on the top. Yeah. I like those things.
And you know me about the stone fruit.
Oh, now
if you're gonna miss an apple, you'll not put it in my pocket.
You're so funny. That's why I love you, Austin. You're so funny. Oh, you're hilarious. Oh my goodness. Oh, I was telling you about the rye basket. This is a rye basket.
Oh my goodness.
This is an old feather basket. And they would, I guess they gathered it because, you know, they would stuff their pillows and mattresses or whatever with feathers. And then they would, I guess, pluck them off of the, I hope I'm telling y'all right. That's what I think. And then that's where they would put it in there.
I guess so it wouldn't, so the feathers wouldn't
maybe
come out.
Not fly away with it. I don't know, not fly away, but, you know, go poof everywhere. Yeah. So,
well, you know, they use everything.
My favorite basket in the house. I love this.
That one is pretty.
I bought that at Days of the Pioneer. Did you ever go to that show?
No, I didn't.
It was a good show. We used to have it up towards Knoxville. It was called Days of the Pioneer. It was a show that Jill Peterson put on, and it was the best show. But I bought that a long time ago. And, of course, I got more wool and
feathers. You're like me. You love the feathers. That was your first one?
That was my first one that I made. I made that probably, goodness, 25 years ago. Yeah,
so how long does it take you to make a sampler?
Not that. Of course, I've gotten, you know, quite a bit faster at it through the years. Probably something like this would take me maybe a week. Oh, wow. Yeah. Maybe a week.
Working just a few hours
working on it
while you're at the TV at night.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've gotten kind of fast at doing it. But, you know how it is. I know. That stitch. Yeah.
And I love collecting feathers.
I do too. A lot of mine. These are pheasant feathers.
Yes.
Ooh, he's trying to take off. But Ricky, a lot of times, my husband hunts ginseng in the woods in the fall, and he'll always come back with me all kind of turkey feathers.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Because, you know, they'll be, I guess, losing their feathers, and he always brings me some back. Yeah. Then here's my little red ware.
That's pretty.
I know everybody
knows. I have one
what
piece.
I
have one piece.
I love me some red ware. I love it. And I've got a couple of old ones. But my old ones aren't in there. Those are all reproduction pieces. But my old ones, I think I've got them in this cabinet over here. It's kind of dark. I don't know if you'll be able to see these, Susan, but those are all 3 older pieces.
Okay.
And redware's early. It dates back pretty early. Redware does, the antique redware.
So if I was going to start decorating with primitives, what would be some of the things that I should collect or kind of look for?
Well, kind of like you did with when you were doing your living room. Get you a couple of good big pieces, you know, to fill your room up. Then you can add in your little accent pieces that give it the look. And of course, not everybody might agree with this, but to me, nothing screams primitive or colonial like a good chair, whether it be a Windsor chair, a banister back chair. Of course, I got a bad thing for chairs anyway. But to me, you can change the look of your room. You can change the whole look of your room by the chairs that you decorate.
Yeah.
Like you can get that, like by using these banister backs, I can get a real early look in here. So to me, I would pick me out a couple of good big pieces. And then you don't have to have all old stuff to go inside your cabinet.
Yeah.
You can, you know, there's so many good reproductions now that you can get. But there's something I wish I had known this when I started collecting. And I didn't really start collecting this sort of thing until I was in my early 30s. Because I had been raised up with my mama and she loved this stuff. And I hated it. I mean, y'all, I hated it. So I was like, I'm going to do totally different. I'm going to have brass and glass and, you know, and I did for a long time. And then it just was in me. I mean, I couldn't escape it. It was just in my blood. So, but I wish somebody had told me then to, instead of trying to get as much as you can, you know, a bunch of quantity, go for quality. Buy you a couple of good pieces, even if you have to, you know, search for that piece, and you're better off to buy something good than to buy a whole bunch of not so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know we all can't go out and buy something good, you know, and I know I can't. So, but I've learned through the years, I've sold a lot of things that I kind of started out with that I thought, you know, I should have just saved my money and got something good.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's kind of what I would suggest if you were starting. And a lot to me, you know, the wood, I love all the wood. The wood's beautiful. But what makes the wood so pretty is mixing it with the cloth.
Yes.
And you know, texture.
Yeah,
different
texture.
textures, like the wool here, the, you know, the rug pieces that I have laying, you know, just a mixture, and your coverlets.
Yeah, like layering.
Yeah. Yes. Just your, you know, just your textiles is what really makes that wood jump out at you, I think. Yeah. Now, these are probably my favorite style of crocks. These are called ovoid, O-V-O-I-D crocks. And they are, you see how they go out and they come back in? These are really early crocks when they have this shape.
Okay.
So they're that's kind of my new favorite crock. I like that shape.
I like that too.
Yeah, I like those shapes.
Well, what's the kind of crock that, it has the little handles and it kind of more goes just, you know, down. Yeah.
Like a churn?
Well, no, not like a churn. If I see one.
It has the little handle.
You know, it has a little handle. Let's see if I even see one. But I guess, okay, so basically each kind of crock has kind of a name.
Yeah, they're all kind of like, let's see, like this one here, this is, I love these. These are the ones that are the most sought after, the ones that have all the pretty blue decorations.
Yes.
Yeah, I love those.
That is pretty.
The blue decoration.
And so you don't mind if it has a chip?
I don't.
I call them chiggers.
I'm sure there's a lot of people that do. Yeah, because for me to try to get one that doesn't have any chips or scratches,
it's going to be out the roof.
Yeah. So no, it really doesn't bother me. Yeah.
It looks so good.
Oh, thank you so much. I sure do appreciate it. just home to me.
Yes. Well, I would probably walk around for a long time and like, oh.
Well, I was doing that at your house this morning. Oh,
that's so sweet.
Darling. Video a little bit before I go to talk.
Okay, so the best, the favorite is always the kitchen. It's so pretty. I love that lamp. That's
oh my Lord.
I need one of those. We've got a strange one over our table.
Well, you can get you one of these. I ordered these online.
Do you?
Yeah, there's so many people that make those now.
Really?
Yeah, I think mine was from the Tin Man or something.
Huh.
When we built this, we ordered those. Yeah.
Hey, do you remember the Tin Pig
No.
on Lebanon Square years ago? Every time I hear tin, I think of that antique store.
Yeah. My mama probably drug me in there when I was little. I just didn't know it.
Oh, it looks so good.
I bought this at y'all's shop.
No way.
I'm not sure whose booth it came out of, but I sure did. I bought it, just, you know, had the 3 little tin, and I thought, I'm going to put my woodenware stuff in there.
I like that.
Yeah, now this is a Windsor chair. You know, we were talking about the different kinds of chairs.
Okay.
These are more like a banister back. These are reproduction, but they're banister back.
Okay.
And then these are Windsor chairs. This is a cone back Windsor. Yeah, so that's kind of my next favorite chair.
Is that your next favorite?
Windsor
Okay, so
chair,
how
yeah.
come it's like this on
That's
the
the way
ends?
they did. I think it's because
Where they
like when
would
you set
hold
your,
on?
Yes, like it was comfortable. There's a
Oh,
lot
okay.
of craftsmanship that goes into making these chairs. Yeah, the Windsor chairs and the banister back.
Yeah.
A whole lot of craftsmanship.
So if you ever want to make these, you'll have to go to
Oh,
Bridget's
yeah.
Primitive Passion.
Yeah, or my little DIYs for making these little
Yes.
topiaries. I love them in a window. I think they're
I like them there. They're like
I like them in
perfect.
a window. Yeah.
You can even see some of her garden out there.
You can
Awesome.
look through that window that's
Yes. Alrighty, well, I just love it. Let me just go over here and look just a little bit closer.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now I have something like this.
Oh, my mama gave me that. That was like a little wooden change drawer that came out of a country store. That's what they would keep their change in.
All
in
right.
the country store. Yeah.
I love it. Love it.
Well, I sure appreciate it. Don't look too close. You might find a little bit
I
of...
know. Now look, here is her stove.
Yeah.
So instead of doing the noodle board, she's got these.
I just laid
love
those boards
that.
there. Yeah, I just laid them here. But I won't tell my husband I laid them there because he's always afraid I'm going to catch the house on fire.
I can understand that.
One time. So, yeah, leaning up against these knobs.
Oh my
Sometimes
goodness.
when they're on the front, we'll turn it on.
Yeah.
And it started smoking one day, and I didn't realize my rear end had turned that knob. Yes, leaning up against it. So I'm very careful now.
Yes.
I usually don't.
Yeah, I always make sure I
there.
fill the top of the stove.
Yes. Yeah, I'm real careful about it.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. I so have enjoyed this.
Well, I have too. I'm so glad that you
Thank
came.
you, Bridget.
Thank you so much for coming and letting me come to your house.
we had fun today.
We had a good day, didn't we?
We did.
We had a fun day.
And we had lunch.
Yeah, we did. We had lunch.
Thank
and we
you.
just
I appreciate that.
chatted and caught up.
Alrighty, guys. So if you get a chance, make sure you look up Bridget's Primitive Passion. I think you'll really love it.
I'd love to have you, too.
I watch your videos several times.
Do you?
Yeah, I look at it and then I watch it again and then I'm like, oh, I could do that. Oh, let me look for that.
We're always looking for some kind of ideas. Always. Yeah.
Always. Alrighty, guys. Until the next video, I'll see you then.